Good morning and welcome back. I'm Matt Monroe.
And I'm Lindsay Thies. It is Tuesday, December 21st. New this morning on KMTV, one family is looking for a place to stay this morning after their house caught fire. Firefighters say around 2 a.m. near 43rd and Erskine, the family smelled smoke in the home. Firefighters found a small fire on the second floor. Now, crews quickly put the flames out, but the damage was so bad, 5 adults and 4 kids are displaced. Red Cross is assisting the family with a place to stay. And January 1st, 2017, a new law aimed at preventing carbon monoxide poisoning in Nebraska will go into effect.
Known as the Carbon Monoxide Safety Act, it requires that all residences sold, rented, or renovated in the new year be equipped with carbon monoxide detectors. KMTV Action 3 News reporter Shantae Passmore is live near 108th and Mockingbird with more. Shantae, good morning.
Lindsay, Matt, good morning. So just how serious is carbon monoxide poisoning in Nebraska? Well, experts are saying our state has the highest rate per capita of accidental carbon monoxide poisoning. So here's what you need to know about this new law. All residences with a fuel-fired heater or appliance, a fireplace, or an attached garage must have detectors. State Senator Sarah Howard introduced this back in 2015. Come this new year, all residences sold, rented, or renovated must have these detectors. Experts with Nebraska Regional Poisoning Center call this law a good move. Most carbon monoxide detectors run around $20, a small price to pay for peace of mind. We spoke to industry professionals who view the measure positively. Right now, realtors and organizations are using public outreach to inform people about this new law. And if you suspect carbon monoxide poisoning, you're asked to call the Nebraska Regional Poisoning Center. That number you see on your screens is 402-955-5555, or if there is an emergency situation, of course, call 911. Live in Southwest Omaha, Shantae Passmore, KMTV, Action 3 News this morning.
Thanks, Shantae. Well, speaking of the new year, groups are coming together to make sure this New Year and Christmas holiday people drive sober. Uber drivers in Nebraska are teaming up with Mothers Against Drunk Drivers. They're asking people to pledge not to drink and drive. And an Omaha law firm is making it easy to catch a ride if you've had too much to drink. Hopman O'Brien, Wolf and Lathrop will pay for your cab ride home. It's for rides in Douglas and Sarpy counties. All you have to do is call Happy Cab, let them know that Hopman O'Brien is picking up your tab. Now, that push runs through January 2nd. And some road work we want to tell you about. Anyone driving on 52nd Street between Dodge and Farnham Streets, heads up today, you will need to take a detour. Crews are actually shutting down that part of 52nd for the next 3 days starting this morning. MUD is doing utility work.
Weather on the 3s brought to you by Elite Exteriors, roofing, siding, and windows.
All right, 6:03 is the time. Again, we've got some scattered clouds outside right now. And once again, upper level storm kind of spinning over North Dakota. That will have an impact on our weather a little bit later this morning. But as far as the snow, most of that riding across Minnesota into Wisconsin. You can see a couple of sprinkles closer to the cool front that will press down here, kind of turn our winds around and eventually bring just slightly cooler temperatures. Nothing abrupt, though, just maybe down 3, 4, 5 degrees over the next couple of days. But we stay mild out ahead of that today, albeit a little bit breezy once the front comes by. Look at these temperatures this morning. Right now in Bennington, it's 31. Out at the Meadows, we're currently 30 degrees. Brentwood, 29. And you can see that's a common number from Blue Ridge on down to Sunrise there. So our forecast and skycast here as we head through the morning calls for temperatures once again to warm back through the 30s, pretty close to 40 degrees there, I think, by 11 or 12 o'clock, and then into the 40s this afternoon. We'll look for highs there to top out briefly at about 46. Again, the northwest winds could gust to 25, so it may feel a little bit cooler than that. And then Lindsay, it looks like just a slight cool down the next couple days. We'll actually see some incredible warmth, though, as we head towards Christmas Day. We may actually be in record territory, and we could be talking thunder instead of snow. So bizarre stuff. We'll have all that coming up in about 10 minutes.
Maybe a rainy Christmas. Thanks, Ryan. A group wants to make over an area north downtown. The goal, grow millennial makers. Now, this is from our partners at the Omaha World Herald. The area we're talking about is north of TD Ameritrade, where the Mastercraft building and hot shops are. It's just north of Cumming and 10th. City planners and Future Forward LLC, a Peter Kiewit Foundation-led investment group, are spearheading this effort. They've published a 67-page conceptual document. They're calling it Make Neato. That's northeast downtown, Neato. You can read all about it on the front page of today's paper. And in Fremont, new developments in a proposed chicken processing plant.
The Costco-backed development is now much bigger than originally planned. KMTV got an exclusive look at the new plan. Costco gave these designs to the city just days ago. The planning board accepted them Monday night. The processing plant is expanded from 250,000 to 360,000 square feet. Costco's investment skyrocketed from $180 million to $275 million. Water, sewer, electric, and gas will also go up. Interim City Administrator Brian Newton says many major projects do this as the company fine-tunes its designs.
It's routine. We have this often on most plans. They will come back and typically revise it.
The plant will be placed just southeast of town on over 400 acres that's currently farmland. The city also faces a lawsuit claiming they illegally annexed that land, designating it blighted and substandard. The next step is the Fremont City Council. They will meet December 27th. If all goes according to plan, they hope to start construction in the spring. Omaha police are searching for the people responsible after a series of holdups. The first one took place near Midtown. Employees say a man came into the convenient food mart near 37th and Center around 10 last night. He showed a gun and demanded money and cigarettes. He grabbed an undetermined amount of money and ran off. And the second one happened yesterday at AAA Ultimate Pawn at 90th and Maple. Two men walked in with their faces covered. You can see in the video one propped the door open. Witnesses say one had a gun and then went to the back of the store while the other checked out an empty gun display. Both ran from the store without getting anything. If you know anything, you're encouraged to contact police.
Well, it's the worst kind of email that you can get. Your information has been hacked. That's the email that more than 30,000 UNL students got yesterday from the University of Nebraska at Lincoln. It was alerting them that their personal information had been compromised. Administrators say there was a security breach involving one of the school's servers. Some school ID numbers for students, names and grades for a math placement exam had also been accessed by an external source. Armando Becerril studied accounting in undergrad and grad school. He took the exam years ago and says he's glad that the school responded so quickly.
That was really good to see that the university has those safeguards in place just in case this does happen. And they continuously probably check up on it to make sure that, the sensitive information doesn't go out to the wrong hands.
The school doesn't believe anyone has used this information for malicious or criminal activity. Administrators will continue to monitor the situation and say they've also taken measures to ensure that the situation is not repeated. And this is the second time in recent years that hacking has been a concern for UNL. In May of 2012, an Omaha man broke into a university database containing the personal information of more than 650,000 students, alumni, and employees. The database held records from the University of Nebraska campuses and the Nebraska State College system. Daniel Stratman eventually pled guilty to the computer crime. He was sentenced to 6 months in prison. And in news from the Trump transition, President-elect Donald Trump is almost done filling out his cabinet, which experts say is the richest in U.S. history. As he traveled on his thank you tour across the country, President-elect Donald Trump touted his choices for his cabinet and inner circle. So how rich are his selections? Well, CBS News estimates 7 of Mr. Trump's picks are worth a combined $11 billion. The president-elect is spending Christmas week at his Mar-a-Lago estate in Palm Beach, Florida, where he continues to fill out his cabinet.
Some children in Sarpy County had an early Christmas, all thanks to some local police officers. The Sarpy County Sheriff's Office and employees took kids shopping at the Gretna Walmart last night. Kids there had a chance to pick out some toys along with new hats and gloves. And then after shopping, they enjoyed milk and cookies, and Santa was even on hand to join in on the fun. So another great act of kindness there. Kudos to the Sarpy County police officers and all the employees down there making those kids happy. So yeah, good deal there, and a good deal with our weather this morning. Yeah. Not as cold, not nearly as cold.
A lot of people still have some Christmas shopping to do. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of folks out and about, not only Friday and Saturday, but obviously Christmas Day. Many want the white Christmas. We had that last year with our burst of snow on Christmas Eve. Right. I think it may be a burst of rain this year, so kind of a complete flip-flop. And hard to believe we're talking about that considering where we were just a couple days ago, but it really warms up on Christmas Day here.
True, and I've seen your forecast once or twice. There's even a mention of thunder and lightning on Christmas.
Bizarre stuff.
I mean, last weekend we're in the tundra.
Oh,
You know, it's just like
freezing.
Alaska around here. And this week, maybe some thunderstorms.
Yeah,
So,
could be.
all right, big forecast
Okay.
coming up on the threes. We'll see you then. Also coming up, a group of students traded in their pencils for aprons. We'll take you inside the classroom after this commercial break. Time is 6:10. 30 degrees. We're actually doubling our average morning low, which is 15 on this first official day of winter. Winter arrived earlier this morning at 4:44. You're watching KMTV Action 3 News this morning. Back in 2.
On the next Morning Blend, last-minute gifts galore. Why Santa himself shops at Saul's.
Plus, Omaha favorite Matt Whipke performs live.
We'll see you at 9 o'clock.
Action 3 News Mobile Storm Tracker, powered by Jensen Tire and Auto.
Why be a Schreier buyer?
It's not only the selection and the excellent quality of the vehicles, but it's the friendliness, the service, the professionalism of the staff.
Get out and be a Schreier buyer today.
With the card accepted in all 50 states, you have the compassion of the cross and the security of the shield, giving you the confidence to move forward. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Nebraska. Live fearless.
Here's to the givers, the makers of smiles, igniters of dreams, who give of themselves unto others, who embody the true spirit of the season. With gifts of hope, compassion, and time, here's to the givers who give from the heart and make Christmas magic. Merry Christmas from Shields.
My hero, zero, such a funny little hero, but till you came along, we counted on our fingers and toes. Now you're here to stay, and nobody really knows how.
Zero really can be a hero. Get 0 down, 0 deposit, 0 due at signing, and 0 first month's payment on select Volkswagen models. Right now at the Volkswagen Sign and Drive event.
How wonderful you are.
Power tools make great Christmas gifts, so stop into Menards right now and choose from this Dremel rotary toolkit, a cordless rotary tool, or this 3-inch multi-saw. Your choice, only $79 each. Tackle even the toughest routing jobs with a versatile Bosch router. This router kit includes a powerful motor. It's only $149. This router table offers durability and accuracy, just $159. And give the perfect gift with a Menards gift card. Now during Menards Christmas sale.
Warm season's greetings to you all from Menards.
Hi, I'm Jeff Schreier. We've got trucks. We've got sports cars. We've got SUVs. Luxury cars, we got them.
Get out and be a Schreier buyer today.
Traffic Now brought to you by Rebath. Transform everything in your bathroom, floor to ceiling, with Rebath.
No major accidents to report, and interstates are looking good. Things are clear for 80 eastbound drivers, Giles through to 480. And those using 80 westbound, things are clear from the JFK and 480 through to 680. Here's a live look. I-80 at 72nd Street, not too bad. In town, there are no accidents to report, and traffic is moving along fine. Roadwork reminder, Maple Street between North 83rd Street and North 85th Street is still restricted to one lane in both directions. I'm Dustin James, KMTV Action 3 News this morning.
Weather on the Threes brought to you by Elite Exteriors, roofing, siding, and windows.
All right, Dustin, thanks for the update there. Once again, threat tracker in the green as we head through the rest of the week. A little bit breezy today. Still mild, though. We actually had highs at around 46 officially in town. I think we'll be real close to that as we head through the afternoon. And then slightly cooler tomorrow and maybe some light rain or drizzle to start off Friday, but most of that looks to move above freezing pretty quick, so likely in the liquid form, something we'll watch there, but don't see a huge threat with that at this point. Outside this morning, we finally come down a degree at 30. Normally should be at 15. 2 days ago, we started off at 3. So a huge turnaround. We can handle this, although the south winds at 11 are making it feel a little bit cooler. Traffic along the freeway there outside Creighton University picking up just a little bit. And you can see other temperatures actually warmest to the northwest. A lot of times when you get close to the leading edge of that temperature change, which we are in Norfolk and Wayne, it's a little bit warmer. In fact, even Columbus at 36. You move away from that, temps have fallen a little bit. Right now, 28 for Plattsmouth and Nebraska City. Maryville, 25. And look at this, Falls City, the cold spot this morning, all the way down to 23. And you can see what a little bit of a breeze is doing here. Temperatures kind of cool from near the actual air temperature to the northwest down to a wind chill factor of 16 in Falls City. And even here, though, we're at 30 degrees. You step outside, it actually feels like 21. Fog has so far not been a problem. And in fact, all of our reporting stations continue to show visibilities maxed out at 10 miles. We are tracking a little weather system to the north. Well-defined little curl in the radar picture here. You can see the snow bands kind of wrapping up. That's the upper level low moving into north-central North Dakota. Out ahead of that, we have a warm front that is helping to produce some snow across parts of Minnesota and Wisconsin. And then a cool front slicing from eastern South Dakota through central Nebraska. In and around that, we have a couple of sprinkles, but that's how mild it is on the south end of the system, which is where we'll stay today, that we're talking about liquid and not the white stuff. In fact, that's why close to that boundary, we saw temperatures up a little bit through northeastern Nebraska. All right, the front continues out over central Nebraska at the current time. Watch how quickly that's going to move across the area here. You'll notice as we head towards midday, most of the area is cleared by that front. That'll turn the winds to the northwest. They could be a little gusty from about 15 to 25. And then temperatures behind that don't really cool off initially. I think we'll make the mid-40s this afternoon. Then we start to tug down some slightly cooler temperatures as we head towards sunset. And it will be just a bit cooler as you head out tomorrow morning compared to where we are today. All right, we're still predicting a weather system for the weekend. Once again, it looks like that is forecast to track north of us. So what that means is rain chances would slightly increase late Saturday. We could be talking about some thunder on Sunday as that tracks to the north of us. And if you want the snow, looks like this time around it's going to be up through the Dakotas and Minnesota, and some of that would be heavy and wind driven. But for us, probably wet, not white. That's how mild we're going to be as we hit through the next 4 or 5 days. On this Wednesday, we'll look for that high of 46. Again, a little breezy, so it will feel slightly cooler than that with partly sunny skies. Partly cloudy, down to 23 behind the front tonight, and then just a touch cooler the next couple of days. Lower 40s Thursday, and again Friday. There's that shower drizzle chance early Friday, and then the rain and possible storm chance excuse me, as we head towards Christmas afternoon with the high there of 54. Reminder, you can download Snowcast. Don't think we're going to need it, but great weather app to have as we go on through the winter months. All right, stay with us. We'll have more, including sports, coming back right after the break.
'Twas 3 days before Christmas, and on CBS, it's comedy all night you'll think is the best. That's awesome! There's the bang that is big and the indoors that's great, and one funny mom to put on your plate. And if that's not enough, the humor increases. We're capping the night with 3 life in pieces. That's fun. It's holiday cheer that's sure to delight, so be sure to watch all this Thursday night.
Get incredible year-end savings. Plus, get a 55-inch Smart HD TV now during the Big Finish sales event at Baxter Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. 3 metro locations: Bellevue, La Vista, and West Dodge. Drive a new 2016 Grand Cherokee Laredo 4x4. Lease only $319 a month. Plus, get a 55-inch HD TV. Buy a new 2017 Pacifica LX, only $25,995. Or lease for $249 a month. Plus, get a 55-inch HD TV at Baxter Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Oh, you remembered the donuts.
Right now, get any large original or flatbread specialty pizza for only $13.99. Casey's, famous for pizza.
This year, go all out. Spread some cheer. Cozy up by the fire. And be ready to take your traditions where they've never been before. Hurry in and get some of our biggest deals of the year at the Jeep Big Finish event. Get 15% off MSRP cash allowance on select 2017 Jeep Cherokee models and dealer stock.
The KMTV Action 3 News Mobile Storm Tracker, Omaha's only mobile weather lab, keeping you safe in a storm. Powered by Jensen Tire and Auto, your tire and auto service experts. Locally owned and family owned since 1973. And now, the Heartland Chevy Dealers OSI Morning Sports Minute.
The Creighton men's basketball team could match its best start in 74 years Tuesday night. The 9th-ranked Jays trying to move to 12-0. CU playing its first true road game outside of the state of Nebraska this season. The Blue Jays taking on Arizona State, a team who beat them last year in Omaha. Early in the first half, ASU's Obinna Aleka on the receiving end of this alley-oop dunk. Sun Devils start the game on a 9-0 run. But the Blue Jays would rally. Isaiah zeroed in for 3. That ties it up at 20. Later in the first, more from the Blue Jays. Marcus Foster, the steal, taking it the other way for the easy dunk. Jays up 3 at that point. Late in the first half, Foster this time dishes it to Kyrie Thomas for the dunk. Creighton up 45-40 at the break. Move ahead to the second half now. Some good ball movement from Creighton. Foster for 3. He had a season-high 29 points. CU goes up double digits at that point. Later in the second, more from the Jays. Justin Patton puts on the nice move for 2. He had 18 points. Creighton goes on for the 96-85 win. Next up for CU, conference play December 28th at home against Seton Hall. For more coverage of the Jays and Husker football, you can head to omahasportsinsider.com. It's powered by KMTV3 and AM 590 ESPN Omaha. That is omahasportsinsider.com.
Sometimes the greatest gifts are the ones that have a little bit of us in them, that are wrapped and delivered with love. Come join Metro Credit Union in helping area children in need by dropping off new children's toys at drop-off boxes in each of our Metro locations. Working together with you to do great things in our community. Maybe the bank you're looking for isn't a bank at all. Metro Credit Union.
Lease the all-wheel drive Infiniti QX60 for $439 a month, or finance at 1.9% APR at your local Infiniti retailer.
The most magical time of the year is also the perfect time to take home a new Honda. Like the Accord, the best-selling car in America. Hurry into the Happy Honda Day sales event, only at your Honda dealer.
To me, the holidays are special. It's family traditions, and of course, great food. With all the things we could worry about over the holidays, turkey shouldn't be one of them. I'm very proud to be a turkey farmer. I'm proud to raise turkeys with no growth-promoting antibiotics, hormones, or steroids. My name is Tammy Plumley, and I raise honest, simple turkey for Honeysuckle White.
Skyview brought to you by Exarban Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing. Weather on the Threes brought to you by Elite Exteriors, roofing, siding, and windows.
All right, good morning once again. 6:24 is the time here. Quick check of temperatures showing we're still mild by December standards. Right now, Bennington 31. See Greenbrier updating on the fly there at 30 degrees. Little cooler in spots now. Autumn Ridge, you've slipped to 27. And we're also down to 29 in Bills and Blue Ridge, but Council Bluffs over there in West End still one of the warmer spots at 32. Now we are tracking a weather system to the north, a tight little spiral here, kind of showing the upper level part of that system into North Dakota. You can see a well-defined warm front out ahead of that, and that is helping to produce snow across parts of eastern Minnesota into Wisconsin now. And then there's a cool front that runs from eastern South Dakota into central parts of our state. A couple of sprinkles associated with that. We'll be on the warm side. We stay there through the day, so another mild day is on the way. Although behind this front later this morning, the winds will turn to the northwest and increase just a little bit. So our planning forecast looks like this. Again, I think we hang around 30 this morning, near 40 at lunchtime on our way up to a high of 46 with that northwest breeze gusting up to 25. The mild weather will stick around. We'll show you that and a look at our holiday weekend forecast coming up in a bit. Right now, here's Dustin with another update on our Wednesday morning drive.
Traffic Now brought to you by Rebath. Transform everything in your bathroom, floor to ceiling with Rebath.
No major accidents to report, and interstates are looking good. Things are clear 80 eastbound for drivers, Giles through to 480, and those using 80 westbound, things are clear from the JFK and 480 through to 680. In town, there are no accidents to report, and traffic is moving along fine. Do have a roadwork reminder for you. Downtown, North 12th Street between Capitol Avenue and Chicago Street is still closed. I'm Dustin James, KMTV Action 3 News this morning.
Thanks, Dustin. While in school, kids often take field trips, and a group of Papia La Vista Middle School students took a field trip to a Hy-Vee. They're swapping their classroom for the kitchen, kicking their science and nutrition lessons up a notch. Emily Zink has the story.
Today, you guys are going to learn more about cooking.
Learning by doing.
How many of you have never cooked anything?
It's a culinary lesson that would be tough to teach inside the classroom.
And we're here making some salads to figure out what goes with what.
Recently, some Papillion La Vista middle schoolers traded in their pens and paper for cooking utensils.
Pound it up. I think it's so important for this age group to learn how to cook, to learn what is nutritious.
Registered dietitian Shannon Muse and the Papillion Hy-Vee hosted the middle schoolers who are interested in learning more about nutrition and cooking.
We're trying to do like an Asian salad. Mixed greens, okay?
Each group of students was assigned a green.
Arugula. Ooh, that'll be fun.
From there, they had to get creative.
We're trying to make some marinade for the chicken.
The students had to work together to figure out what protein, grain, vegetable, and dressing would complement their leafy green assignment.
So we picked like couscous and carrots, and we're doing like a soy sesame and a rice wine kind of vinegar.
Armed with the shopping list.
$149 per each.
Papillion Middle School 7th grader Josie Glocka and her team hit the aisles of Hy-Vee.
Okay, what's next on the list?
After the students filled their baskets.
Okay. Couscous, cabbage, croutons, honey.
They headed back to the kitchen to get down to business.
Keep pouring in there, Keelan.
The students were guided the entire way by Hy-Vee chef.
And remember, this is super strong.
Yeah,
okay. And that's salty.
So turn it down to what, medium low?
And Muse.
A lot of the kids are realizing how easy and simple it is to cook quinoa or to cook barley. It tastes good.
7th grader Trevin Kaverzagi says the cooking seminar helped he and his classmates step out of their culinary comfort zones.
I don't think I've ever had shrimp, asparagus, butter lettuce, or a red wine vinaigrette, so this is all new.
Cooking is a learned skill, and these students discovered trial and error are key in the kitchen. But with the guidance of Hy-Vee, there may just be some top chefs in the making. Emily Zink, KMTV Action 3 News.
In Nebraska, we know weather can sometimes be surprising. We've come to expect the unexpected. The 5 meteorologists at the KMTV Action 3 News Weather Alert Team are committed to giving you information you can plan by. Cutting-edge weather technology, tracking storms with pinpoint accuracy down to your neighborhood. Wake up with Ryan and Matt. Come home to Jennifer. We've got you covered 24/7. Trust the team technology experience of the Action 3 News Weather Alert Team.
Whew, that was close.
Uh-oh, better get Mako. For a limited time, take advantage of Mako's half-off paint sale. Mako, America's body shop.
This is where education is transformed. This is the place for Omaha's first prototype technology program. This is where training links to careers.
This is the Center for Advanced and Emerging Technology, now being built on the Fort Omaha campus of Metropolitan Community College. Scheduled to open fall of 2017. Take a virtual tour at mccneb.edu/tour. This is where innovation and community connect.
With class-exclusive four-corner air suspension for a smooth, controlled level ride. And the class-exclusive Rambox cargo management system, only Ram, America's longest-lasting pickups, have the power to light up every holiday. And now get great deals at the Ram Big Finish event. Now get 20% off MSRP cash allowance on select 2016 Ram 1500 models in dealer stock.
It's Lebeda Mattress Factory's year-end clearance. Save now on high-quality mattress sets, one-of-a-kinds, discontinued colors, and floor models. Handcrafted queen sets you can flip. Start at $319. Pillow tops from $349. Or get the Augusta Pillow Top, a soft and supportive mattress set featuring cooling gel and memory foam. Now just $499 with free local delivery or a free bed frame. Great mattresses, great prices, great savings during Lebeda Mattress Factory's year-end clearance. Hurry in today.
Whew, that was close.
Uh-oh, better get Mako. For a limited time, take advantage of Mako's half-off paint sale. Mako, America's body shop.
Blair. Thanks for watching KMTV 3. This is KMTV Action 3 News This Morning.
Good morning and welcome back. I'm Matt Monroe.
And I'm Lindsay Thies. Today is Tuesday, December 21st. Doesn't feel too cold, but it is the first day of winter. New this morning on KMTV, one family is looking for a place to stay this morning after their house caught fire. Firefighters say around 2 a.m. near 43rd and Erskine. The family smelled smoke in the home. Firefighters found a small fire on the second floor. Crews quickly put the flames out, but the damage was bad. 5 adults and 4 kids are displaced. The Red Cross was helping the family find a place to stay. And January 1st, 2017, a new law goes into effect. It's aimed at preventing carbon monoxide poisoning in Nebraska.
It's known as the Carbon Monoxide Safety Act. It requires that all residences sold, rented, or renovated in the new year be equipped with carbon monoxide detectors. KMTV Action 3 News reporter Shantae Passmore is live near 108th and Mockingbird with more on this. Shantae, good morning.
Matt, Lindsay, good morning to both of you. For about $20, $25, you can purchase a carbon monoxide detector, and supporters are calling this a small investment for peace of mind, and that's a good thing. So just how common is carbon monoxide poisoning in Nebraska? Well, experts say our state has one of the highest per capita rates, of accidental carbon monoxide poisoning. Here's what you need to know about this new law. All residences with a fuel-fired heater or appliance, a fireplace, or an attached garage must have detectors. Come this new year, all residences sold, rented, or renovated must have them. Experts at Nebraska Regional Poisoning Center call the law a good move.
It's well worth it. It can save your life, the lives of family members, and it's not expensive, and help is available if people need help in getting that detector installed.
State Senator Sarah Howard introduced this law back in 2015. Right now, realtors and organizations are using public outreach to inform people about this new law. And if you suspect carbon monoxide poisoning, you're asked to call the number you see on your screen, 402-955-5555. That's for the Nebraska Regional Poisoning Center. If there is an emergent situation, of course, call 911. Live in Southwest Omaha, Shantae Passmore, KMTV Action 3 News This Morning.
Thanks, Shantae. Well, speaking of the new year, it's the season where we're reminded to drive sober. Uber drivers in Nebraska are teaming up with Mothers Against Drunk Drivers. They're asking people to pledge not to drink and drive. An Omaha law firm is also making it easier to catch a ride if you've had too much to drink. Hotman O'Brien, Wolf, and Lathrop will pay for your cab ride home this holiday season. It's for rides in Douglas and Sarpy counties. All you have to do is call Happy Cab and let them know that Hotman O'Brien is picking up the tab. Now that push runs through January 2nd.
Weather on the 3s brought to you by Elite Exteriors, roofing, siding, and windows.
All right, just after 6:30 now, and once again, we are still dry, actually pretty mild for this time of December. We continue to hold at 30 degrees. You can see some scattered clouds moving across eastern Nebraska, western Iowa. That will kind of block out the sunshine a little bit today, and there's a cool front. Actually, you can kind of see where the clouds change color. That front is actually the deciding factor between those two cloud bands there. So that'll move on down across the area this morning. You'll notice when it arrives, the winds will turn from south to the northwest and increase a little bit, although initially it doesn't really hurt our temperature. In fact, I think we're going to stay pretty mild as we head throughout this Wednesday. Good start to it as well. Right now, 31, Bennington up toward Prairie View, out at Autumn Grove there. Right now, we're 32 degrees. And then as we go east, not much of a change. Right now, Blue Ridge a little bit cooler at 29. In Carter Lake there, the Sherman neighborhood 29, still holding at 32 on in the Bluff. So our rise and shine forecast doesn't change much. Scattered clouds. We hang in the low 30s the next few hours, and then we start to climb up to 96 at 96. Wow, it's not July, right? 36 at 9 o'clock there. And then we should be right around 40 at noon, in the mid 40s this afternoon. Again, the winds will make it feel a little bit cooler than that. I think we'll be dry probably until Friday morning. That's our next chance of moisture. We'll talk about that and even better chances for rain, it looks like, as we head towards the holiday weekend, and maybe some thunder as opposed to snow. So we'll get into all that here in about 10 minutes. Right now, here's Dustin with another update on our morning drive.
Traffic now brought to you by Rebath. Transform everything in your bathroom, floor to ceiling, with Rebath.
Right now, interstates are looking good and no major accidents to report. Things are clear for 80 eastbound drivers, Giles through to 480, and those using 80 westbound, things are clear from the JFK and 480 through to 680. Right here, we have a live look at I-80 at 108th. Not too bad. In town, there are no accidents to report and traffic is moving along fine. One roadwork reminder, Maple Street between North 83rd and North 85th Street is still restricted to one lane in both directions. I'm Dustin James, KMTV Action 3 News this morning.
Thanks, Dustin. An area north downtown is set to get a makeover, and it's aimed at growing millennial makers. This is from our partners at the Omaha World Herald. The area we're talking about, well, it's northeast of TD Ameritrade, where the Mastercraft Building and Hot Shops are, just north of Cumming and 10th. City Planners and Future Forward LLC, it's a Peter Kiewit Foundation-led investor group. They're spearheading the effort. The group just came out with a 67-page conceptual design. It's called Make Neato, like Northeast Downtown, Neato. You can read all about it on the front page of today's paper. In Fremont, new developments for a proposed chicken processing plant.
Yeah, the Costco-backed development is now much bigger than originally planned. KMTV got an exclusive look at the new plans. Costco gave these designs to the city just days ago. The planning board accepted them Monday night. The processing plant expands from 250,000 to 360,000 square feet, and investment in the project is skyrocketed from $180 million to $275 million. Randy Rupert has been opposed to the plant from the beginning, mostly for environmental reasons. He says he's disappointed by the expansion.
We are not surprised. This is the playbook that most of these processing plants use.
The plant will be located just southeast of town on over 400 acres that's currently farmland. The city is also facing a lawsuit claiming they illegally annexed that land, designating it blighted and substandard. The next step is the Fremont City Council. They'll meet December 27th, and if all goes according to plan, they hope to start construction in the spring.
More than 30,000 UNL students have been hacked. The University of Nebraska-Lincoln sent an email Tuesday afternoon alerting them that their personal information had been compromised. In that email, administrators said there was a security breach involving one of the school's servers and that an external source had accessed some of the students' school ID numbers, names, and grades for a math placement exam. Armando Becerril studied accounting in undergrad and grad school at UNL. He took the exam a few years ago. He says he's glad the school took such a quick response to the issue.
That was really good to see that the university has those safeguards in place just in case this does happen, and they continuously probably check up on it to make sure that, you know, the sensitive information doesn't go out to the wrong hands.
The school says they don't believe anyone has used this information for malicious or criminal activity, but they'll continue to monitor it, and they have taken measures to ensure that the situation is not repeated. It's now 6:39. Here are a few stories making headlines right now. In the wake of that Berlin attack that killed 12 people, security has been heightened at public places around the world. Authorities in the U.S. are keeping a close eye on holiday gatherings in major cities. A memo last month revealed terror groups might target such celebrations. Officials say there is no specific or credible threat to the country.
In Mexico, investigators are still trying to figure out what caused a deadly explosion at a fireworks market north of Mexico City. Dozens of people were killed and more than 70 others injured in that blast yesterday. Many Mexicans traditionally celebrate Christmas and New Year's with fireworks and rockets.
The Navy is doing an about-face this morning on its decision to eliminate dozens of enlisted sailors' job titles. The decision to drop long-held traditional titles and instead refer to sailors by their rank was announced in December. But the proposed changes brought persistent complaints from active and retired sailors around the world. The Navy says it will continue to review ways that they update the names.
All right, and stepping up now is Private Ryan, who's trying to
You
save
just come up with that all by yourself.
Well, it took me all morning. I've been thinking about it, but yeah, anyway. All right, let's promote you. Captain
Cool.
McPike here
All right.
on this first day of winter. Officially
It is,
came in at 4:44 this morning, and it's feeling pretty good out.
Yeah, about 2 hours into it here, and so far not too much to complain about. Temperatures about 15 degrees above normal, which should normally be in the mid-teens. Right now we're hanging either side of 30, and the mild weather is going to continue the rest of the week, right through the holiday weekend. In fact, the warmest day may be Christmas Day itself, and that may come with some odd precipitation for this time of year.
Okay.
Weird stuff.
All right, well, I like the 40s.
I will definitely take it over last week.
Yeah, maybe we promote Ryan to major.
Oh, my goodness.
And then if we have a nasty Christmas day, we'll demote you back down to private.
Okay.
Private Ryan.
I can
which
live with that.
has a ring to it. All right, weather in the threes coming up. Also on the way in your Now Trending report, donut lovers rejoice. We'll tell you about Krispy Kreme's newest creation and where you can grab one. Time now is 6:41, 30 degrees. Hope your morning's off to a great start. Come on back. You're watching KMTV Action 3 News this morning.